after it, MP.
And he's about to tear it up.
That's it. Let's do this.
Help! This man! I see him! Come on, MP.
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
And he's about to tear it up.
MP. A lot of our fans in the house tonight. Should be a fun.
Fans live for games like this one.
Up next, the Nets taking on the Timberwolves. For the Nets, eliminated from the playoff hunt, all that's left is to play spoiler, to play for pride. Taking on those playoff teams and knocking them down a peg. Timberwolves, Nets. Tip-off just moments away. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Julius Randle.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randle, and it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. And for the Nets, Bogdanovich out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Russell. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
We've seen a number of games now since MP set his sights on leading the game in assists. His playmaking has been interesting to watch for sure.
And MP's assist numbers really have dominated the opponent since this objective was set. MP has been able to support his teammates, improve the chemistry, and win some big games here down the stretch. I got to hand it to MP. He's impressed a lot of people.
Forcing his way in is Randle. Hard for the defender to counter his strength.
Here's Russell. There's the drive, and the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Alvarado. And he really played well against Denver. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Watford. McDaniels against Bogdanovich. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Russell. Gobert the pass to Alvarado. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And the shot is good.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Russell passes to Watford. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Russell left side. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
For 3, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. And we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And the basket by Alvarado.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Thomas, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here is Russell. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Russell with it. He's defended by Alvarado.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
To Randall for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here. Defending the triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Paxton, a screen on McDaniel. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Timberwolves leading by 14. Alvarado passes to Edwards. It's hauled in by Thomas. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Alvarado with it. Russell's there, and it's Alvarado missing. Nets trail by 11. Of all the great ball handlers, Clark, in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
And the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed, he can make moves that most guys can't even imagine.
Brooklyn with the ball after the miss from Alvarado. Thomas's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
For 3, Edwards, and the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Foul. Out of frustration, Russell, as he often does, dictating the tempo.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Minnesota.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Here's Melton after the made shot from Alvarado. Sharp finds Russell. Sharp sets the pick for Russell. Back to Sharp. Out to the right wing. The Nets working the ball around now. And the slam dunk by Russell.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
Here's Alvarado. He's got 12. Randall off the pick from Alvarado. Randall passes to Alvarado. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Randall with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Sharp, following the basket by Julius Randle. Johnson kicks to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Russell's got 12.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Randall from outside, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is up.
Whoa! Big time! Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against Denver delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 43 points, and as usual, he orchestrated the offense with superb passing. A fantastic performance from him, something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And Minnesota has possession following the bucket by the Nets. Alvarado passes to Ingles. Now here's Gobert, defended by Sharp. Here's Alexander Walker from outside off the mark. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 13. Pass to Melton. Now here's Johnson. They get it back. Here's Sharp. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Here's Alexander Walker. Up and in on the layup. Alexander Walker's got 5 points so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here's Melton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. Chalk up 2 there. Melton's got 5 points now this quarter.
When Melton has got it going from the mid-range, he's a tough guy to stop.
Here's Alvarado. After the basket by Brooklyn.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Johnson. Still yet to score. There's the screen. Here's Melton. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
So it's Minnesota now. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive.
And so it's Minnesota sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
You gotta call my agent now.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
We knew they wanted a track meet, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
We've got Nicholas Claxton. Russell is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Watford in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And he's able to get it back. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Back to Alvarado. Driving inside. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Thomas outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Alvarado with it. 17 points in the game. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the paint. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. And good that time. Thomas got 10 points in the game.
Nice look there from Bogdanovic, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Edwards, no good.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Alvarado with it. Picked up by Claxton. And the basket by Alvarado.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now, here is Russell. 16 points for him. Now, Alvarado. Gobert, the screen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton. The Timberwolves have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Now, here is Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when Russell plays within himself, he's special, especially when it comes to scoring.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garza's checked in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Edwards. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 17 now.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Here's Claxton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Minnesota.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leading the defense to scramble.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
For Minnesota, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Russell passes to Watford. And here's Melton. Five to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Watford. And Johnson now top of the key. Over Edwards. Johnson, good.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now, here's Melton. He's got 5. Outside, Russell. Johnson, right side. Here's Watford. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Alvarado's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here he goes. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Johnson outside. Back to Russell. Fires for three. The rebound by Edwards. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the basket by Alvarado.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
1:14 left in the third. Russell looking around. Shoots over Alvarado. And the Nets miss again.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And the Nets shooting a meager 37% for the game. Melton passes to Watford. The Nets working the ball around now. Russell from long range. Alvarado grabs the board. Alvarado's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Claxton.
Out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. So for the Nets, Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wilson in for Trendon Watford. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Alvarado. He's got 36. And there's the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. Alvarado's got 38 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now, here is Russell. Tight defense on him. Trying to end the drought. And he sinks the layup. Russell's got 19 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And so it's Minnesota with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Thomas, he's checked in for Williams. And a change for the Timberwolves. The chosen one, he's checked in for Miller. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Joe Ingles. Dillingham is out there with the chosen one. Then it's Vincent, and it's Garza in at the center position. Here's Johnson after the made shot from Alvarado. Puts it up. Minnesota with the rebound. Alvarado's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Einard's checked in. Here's Vincent. Here's Alvarado. Out to the right wing. Here's Garza. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Melton passes to Johnson. Sharp sets the pick for Johnson. Here's Melton. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Vincent. Alvarado with it. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Blocks like that from Melton come from being in your face as a defender. He doesn't back up at all.
And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Here's Melton after the made shot from Alvarado. Melton finds Johnson. Alvarado grabs the board. Alvarado's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And that one drops. Alvarado's got 44.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And another hit. Shot made once more from Alvarado. Alvarado's got 46 points. Now here's Melton. Pass to Wilson. Here's Johnson. Back to Wilson. Now here's Melton. He's defended by Alvarado. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And the basket is good. Alvarado's got 48.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
There, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Pass to Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Watford. Outside Thomas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
He's off on the first. That's off as well. So he misses both. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach.
And good! There's another.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out.
His play this season has moved him past Kobe. Yes, Kobe being Bryant for most 50-point games in a season. I can still remember that incredible 2007 year for Kobe, and that has been bested.
Now, Vincent. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Neither of you truly understand how good MP is. But as a fellow playmaker, I appreciate how well this man sees the floor. That can't be taught. You're either born with it or you're not.
Oh, so you're a playmaker now?
Of course I am. Why do you think they called me Magic Murphy in high school?
Magic Murphy?
Yeah, your highest assist season was 2.9 per game in 2008.
You ever heard of a hockey assist, Toby, or do they not teach that in actuary school?
Listen, I majored in applied statistics and data science, and no, they did not teach me about hockey assists, but I am familiar with the concept.
It is the pass before the pass.
I am familiar.
I also led the league in screen assists.
Neither of those stats mean anything in basketball.
Oh, I thought so too until I realized how high I ranked in them.
Is that even true?
Well, you can't prove it's not. But we are getting off topic. Let's talk about MP. So I was texting with my good buddy MP the other day, and he told me he patterns his game after elite players like LeBron and Jokic, guys who slow the game down, identify the mismatches, and pick the defense apart. It takes a very high basketball IQ to pull that off or to even appreciate it, which is why I am the only one here who does.
Oh, please. You can't be serious.
Yeah, and Jokic and LeBron are completely different players. One is a point center who passes from the top of the key, and the other is a hyper-athletic forward who brings the ball up the floor.
Okay, I wouldn't expect a casual observer like you to understand their similarities, Toby. Now, Russell, maybe if you'd actually watched the game when you were sitting on the bench all those years.
Oh, please.
Wow.
My point is that MP is the best playmaker in the league. There is no one I'd rather have the ball with in crunch time, and crunch time is the winning time. Let's go!
Is he okay?
He knows that let's go is a figure of speech, right? Like, not literally let's, like, go, let's leave.
No, he doesn't understand.
Jalen!
Carla, can we get Jalen, please?
Can we bring Jalen back? We still got to finish our show.
I'll get him.
All right.
Another game, another win. Have to work tomorrow. Yeah, okay.
There it is. Hey! We're here.
Help me out!
Come on, MP.
Your confidence is gone now.
These are the games you have to win to be taken
Be
seriously.
careful. These fans boo Santa, and you ain't no Santa.
Oh, say does
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. And for Philadelphia, they've got Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with George. And it's Yabusele in at power forward. With the regular season wrapping up now, Richard, should the top teams start getting ready for the postseason?
Not just yet, BA, because that could cause a letdown heading into the playoffs, which is the last thing these teams would want to have happen.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. George outside. Let's go with a three. Randall pulls down the board. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Alvarado. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Here's Maxey. And he buries his first look.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looked so composed amongst those trees.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And it's Alvarado missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Outside Maxey. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer? No, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Alvarado outside. Pass to Randall. Looking to end the run. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
High arcing shot. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Here's McCain. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they show
that. Oh, my gracious.
Wow, just incredible.
That is a monster finish.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Maxey surveys. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The Sixers leading. George outside. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. Last game for him, he had 14. 5 on the clock. Here's Maxey. Minnesota with a rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Alvarado outside. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. George outside. Here's Yabusele. Embiid, a screen on Randall. The 3 is up. Yabusele hooked that.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Alvarado. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. George with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. George with the bucket.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Edwards. The 3 ball. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Embiid. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Now here's Alvarado. Maxey covering. Alvarado. The pass to Gobert. Back to Alvarado. Picked by Gobert. Alvarado into the lane. Yes, it's good. Give him 8.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
So it's both teams making substitutions here, and he's been playing some fantastic basketball lately, earning him the Eastern Conference Player of the Month award, Joel Embiid.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint, and that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
Lowry finds Drummond. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Julius Randle.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Outside, Alexander Walker sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now here's Lowry. Alvarado defending. Lowry, no good. The Timberwolves trail. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. So they take the lead. Alvarado's got 10.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 5. That one doesn't drop. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for the Timberwolves, they've got Joe Ingles. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the center, locking down the middle. Lowry finds Embiid. The rebound by Ingles. Minnesota leading by 4. Alvarado with it. Picked up by Lowry. It's deflected. To the middle. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. They get it again.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 5. Clock at 6. Philadelphia with another miss.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Here's Alvarado. Rebound by the 76ers. Lowry outside. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Embiid. Up again. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
Well, Embiid will do this all night if he can, protecting the play and finishing it strong.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Oubre.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Embiid. He's got 7. Lowry. Dillingham with a rebound. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And Alvarado gets it to go. Alvarado's got 15. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Minnesota leading by 6. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Dillingham. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's... And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 17. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league.
The Knicks are not fully healthy right now. You hate to see Towns out of the lineup. I'm telling you, man, a guy has a nightly double-double, and you can't replace that, Ernie. His productivity is insane.
Hopefully it's a challenge that'll bring the team closer together. Sometimes that happens. You know that better than I. And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, they get bodied up on the scoreboard as well, Shaq. It may not be their only issue, but it's a big problem.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And so Randall will bring it up for the T-Wolves. They've got Joel Embiid. Maxey out there with Paul George. And it's Yabusele in at the four-man position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Here's Maxey. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Releases. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Nets just played phenomenal. He dropped 50 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys have carried that momentum into this one. We're off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to McCain. George outside. Puts up a 3. On target from range. George has got 9 points.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart and kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
And the shot goes down.
They have no answer defensively inside.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Yabusele. No good on the 3.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Alvarado, the pass to Randall. Embiid with the nice defensive effort.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant.
It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
And here are the Sixers now. Following the score by Minnesota. Takes one from 10 feet, and that one's long.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Alvarado, the pass to Gobert. Alvarado outside. Randall on the screen. And Alvarado gets it to go. Alvarado's got 10 points in the quarter.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
McDaniels against George. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Alvarado into the lane. Pass to Randall. Back to Alvarado. There's the drive. Good on the bucket. Alvarado's got 27.
They're really dictating the tempo. on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Garza's checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. Randall a screen on Maxey. And it's Alvarado missing.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Kept alive. Outside Maxey. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Maxey's got 9.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Edwards. Launches it. He buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Embiid. He has 7. Back to Maxey. Rebound Minnesota. Alvarado's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Garza. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Count that bucket. He's got 9.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Back to Alvarado. Randall a screen on Maxey. Here's Alvarado. He can't hit that time. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Now here's Maxey, guarded closely. Embiid a screen on Randall. Yabusele, just 5 to shoot. Off target with the 3. Minnesota's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Randall. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's McCain. 5 points in the game. Inside. Here's Maxey. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Minnesota with some changes. Ingles comes in for Garza. And Dillingham subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Now here's Alvarado. 27 points for him. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Ingles against Lowry. Now here's Oubre. Defense is right there. Pulls up on the wing. That's short off the rim. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Andre Drummond is checked in for the Sixers. Here's Lowry. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. 46 seconds left in the 3rd. Lets it fly. And he hits the jumper for 2. Lowry's got his 2nd bucket on the night. There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd. Alvarado outside. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Now here's Drummond. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. That one drops for him. He has 6.
Yeah, even inside among the bigs, Lowry can find his finish. I mean, he's that clever offensively.
Randall outside. Fires the three. Gets the three ball to go. Randall's got 5 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we... We've heard some out there say dynasties are dead, and these days there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition, but, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got McDaniels. Joe Ingles is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Gabe Vincent, and it's Alvarado in at the one. Embiid against Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Lowry from the arc. Philadelphia with another miss. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Alvarado outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. Oubre against McDaniels. Pass to McCain. Three-pointer. Alvarado with a rebound.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
McDaniels with it. He's covered by Oubre. Here's Alvarado. An easy 2 on the layup. Alvarado's got 35.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Basket counts.
That's just not fair. 7-footers like Embiid with that size, they aren't supposed to shoot like that.
Here's Alvarado. And he throws it down with one hand.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Lowry surveys the D. The teardrop and the basket by Embiid.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
Alvarado, the pass to Gobert. To the left wing from the arc. And Alvarado gets it to go. Alvarado's got 40 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Lowry, the pass to Martin. Oubre with it for 3. Alvarado with a rebound.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And Minnesota calls time here. And Minnesota making a change here. Garza is checked in. Now Vincent. Now here's Alvarado. They get it back. Pass to Ingles. Here's Vincent. From behind the arc. Paul George pulls it in. Here's McCain. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Alvarado with it. Picked up by Embiid. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Dillingham's checked in for McDaniels.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
That's good from George. George hits them both. And here's Alvarado. The floater. Paul George pulls down the board. The 76ers have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. For three, Maxey fires in the triple.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Alvarado outside. Pass to Vincent. Alvarado outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dillingham. There's the triple. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
And yes, another basket.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set in 1961.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen away.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the chosen one.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Alvarado outside. The kick out to Ingles. Back to Alvarado. 6 to shoot. Ingles, a screen on Lowry. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Good work defensively by Oubre. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to Lowry. Picked it out of midair. Now here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Lowry. Alvarado outside. And the miss. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.